Hey, hello, welcome to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. So, you thought about getting started on eBay. So, I'm going to have a conversation with you, and it can be about eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Bonanza, Citizen, Depop, Tradesy, Etsy, so many different platforms out there that you can sell on, but I will tell you the number one platform for reselling and getting started, in my humble opinion, is eBay. It has the most traffic aside from Amazon, but it has the most traffic, the most sellers, and it's been around the longest. You're going to do best on eBay. Start there and then branch out to other platforms when you get comfortable with eBay. So first, let me just tell you, I'm Tamara. I run this YouTube channel here, Yellow Brick Road Reselling, where I talk about reselling. I sell on eBay and Amazon are my two primary platforms, but I also sell on Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, Citizen, Facebook Marketplace, and Bonanza. I think I got them all. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button if this is the type of content you like, and you will see the other stuff that I have. I have some playlists that are out there. Go ahead and click on those too, and it will give you some information that I guess I've recorded earlier that might be helpful for you today. But let's talk about getting started on eBay. First, what do you need to get started? Well, of course, you need an eBay account. And I would say you got to think of a name for your eBay account, right? That's the first thing. When you sign up, so I got two accounts. I have a store that I've had since 1998. And just recently I decided to open up another store which has more of a niche. And I'm just going to try this new thing out. And when I went through the process, I had to come up with a store name. Oh my gosh, was it difficult? What did I want to call my store? I signed up. eBay automatically assigned me with a name. You have the ability that when they give you a name to go in and change that name to whatever you want. So think about what you want your store name to be. It's what's going to be tied to your store for the rest of your selling career, right? You can change it, but it's nice to pick a name that you like, that you're going to have. Something that people will easily remember if they want to search for you and find you and that kind of stuff. So find a store name. Go on, create an account. Now, when you first start off, eBay has a variety of accounts that you can create. You can open a store that costs more. It's a monthly subscription, but you can open just a normal selling account and get 200 listings a month for free. How great is that? Great way to start out. As you grow your business, then you can expand into a store and look at the benefits of that. That'll be in another video. I don't want to get too deep into that, but first come up with your account. Next, I'm looking at my notes right here. Next, you're going to need a smartphone. So I have an iPhone, so you're going to want a smartphone, or you're going to need a laptop. I use both. I take my pictures with my smartphone when I'm outsourcing and looking for stuff to sell on eBay. I will look it up on the eBay app. So if you have a smartphone, download the eBay app. It does not have to be an iPhone like me. It can be an Android, but download the app and you can look up stuff and look at your account there. It's great. But you know what the best part of it is when you have a sale, you'll get what they call the cha-ching. You'll hear your phone cha-ching saying that you sold something. That is a great sound. I love that sound. All right, so then after you have that, you're going to need product. So a lot of people are saying, but I don't have a lot of money to get started on eBay. You don't need a lot of money. You can go around your own house, go into your closet, pull out clothes that you're not wearing anymore, go into your kids' closets, your husband's closet, your spouse, I should say, right? I just happen to have a husband, but it could be any spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your parents. They are downsizing. They're getting rid of stuff. Take stuff in. Check Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. People are getting rid of stuff for free all the time. Let your friends know that you're starting a new business and you're looking for donations. They will give you stuff. They want to get rid of it. So you don't have to have money to get started. But what I suggest you do, as you start to clear out stuff from your own home, you're going to run out of stuff to sell. So keep money aside as you're selling it to reinvest it back into your business. That's what's really, really important, because you're going to want to make sure that you got money to invest. I hear a lot of people say, I want to quit my full-time job and I want to make full-time money. Well, you can't make full-time money without selling full-time products. So if all you have is $100 to start with, you can't just have $100. You can't make a living off $100. You got to sell that 100, make another 100, take that 200 and reinvest it. Now you got 400, right? Do that whole snowball effect until you're selling the amount that you need every month to live on. So that's important. So when you get started, think about that. If you're just a hobby seller and you're not looking to do this full time, then sell your item, take your money and run with it and spend it and have fun. Do whatever it is. If it's to save up for a vacation, if it's to save up to buy a new used car or get your current car fixed, whatever it is, do that and have fun with it. But if it's for a business, then sit down and think about what you need to sell, and you got to get to that point. And how long is it going to take you to get to that point before you can quit your job? All right. Where was I? Product. That's where I was. That was number 3. Number 4. Now you got your product. What are you going to do with it? You need to take a picture. So like I was saying, I use my phone. I have a smartphone and I use the camera on my phone. So you can use your smartphone, or you can use a separate digital camera. I wouldn't say to use a film camera because that's like 1980, right? So you're going to need something to take the picture. Most cell phone cameras work today and they work perfectly fine. I just use the camera app on my phone. I don't even have a special filter feature, anything. I use that plus eBay's system to edit my photos, and I'm perfectly happy with it. But you will need a white backdrop. eBay says pictures on eBay do well based upon Google, because they submit all of the listings to Google, and Google has told them that white backgrounds do best. So I know for me, I get a lot of people that are first-time buyers on eBay, and that's because they went to Google and they put in a search for what they were looking for, and the results showed my item, and they clicked on it, and it brought them to eBay, and they purchased it. So I like to listen to what eBay says and go with it, because they're the experts that are telling me what works best. So as you can see behind me, I have a white backdrop. This is a white sheet. That's all you need. Go to Walmart and buy a white sheet. Just buy a white top sheet. That's all. Simple. Or when I first started off, I was selling a lot of smaller items, and I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought that white foam board, and I made a light box with it. And that's where I took my pictures. You don't have to go and buy an expensive system, right? But you will need, number 6 is lighting. You're going to need some lighting. I'll point again right here. I have lights here. And see this? Hold on. Here we go. Right there. My husband put this LED light up here, and it lights up my area so much. I love it. The only problem is it's a little too much light and it reflects off from a lot of stuff, so I have to change the angle, and it isn't always the best picture. So, but I'm trying to figure out how it works. I'm constantly trying to figure out the best for my lighting, because I don't always just sell small items. Sometimes I sell large items, like a game board, where you have to set out the whole game and the pieces, and they don't fit in a light box. So I have just a table here that I got from Walmart, and I hung the sheet here, and that's what I use to take pictures. Simple, simple. I also have over here, I have a black sheet, and then I also have a white shower curtain that I've used over it. So I have my table covered because I do have a cat, and he loves to lay on my white sheet. All right, that was lighting. If you don't have lighting, I did buy this from Amazon. This light kit, it wasn't that expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but it was like 4 years ago. If not, just make sure you have some nice natural lighting. My sister, who we live up here in the Northeast, she brings all of her items outdoors and takes pictures on her back deck. Her pictures look great. She doesn't have the white background, but her pictures come out very, very nice with nice lighting, and she sells great on eBay. So you don't have to have the white. I prefer the white. But just use natural lighting from your window if you need to. So make sure you take pictures during the day when the light's out. All right, number 7. So now you got your product, you've gotten your camera, you've taken pictures, you got your backdrop, you got your lights. What do you need next? Well, you've sold your item. You need somewhere for your money to go. So when you first set up your account on eBay, right now, because I just set it up, my money is going to go into PayPal. Well, you can use PayPal, but at some point, some point eBay is going to have you sign up for what they call managed payments, which is eBay's processing, and it goes into your checking account. So you will need a checking account for your money, your sales to go into. So think about that. Where do you want it to go? Experts will highly suggest that you set up a separate checking account for your business. It makes tax time so much easier. And you might think, well, I'm just a small thing starting off now. But if your plan is to get bigger, starting with these small things now and getting them in place makes life so much easier. So if you can set up a separate checking account, it doesn't have to be a business account. It can be just another account in your name, but you keep that money separate. So all of your deposits from eBay go into that account, or your deposits currently now from PayPal go into that account. Makes it a little easier. So that's your money in your checking account. 8 is shipping supplies. All right, I actually pulled out some of my shipping supplies that I wanted to show you guys, because these are the items that I use the most. And let's see, I got some boxes, and I just want to pull these all out. And I can show you, these are my most popular sizes that I use. You do not need to go this in depth. You can just get one type of box and just put everything in it, or most things in it, I should say, not everything. But these are the sizes that I use the most. I'm actually going to do a separate video on shipping, and when I get that, I will put that up here, a link to it. But in the meantime, let me show you what I use. So these are my favorite boxes. So this is a 4x4. I order from a company called Supply Hut. They're kind of like not high quality, but they're good enough for eBay. And they're thinner, so they don't add a lot of weight, which the more that your item weighs, the more you're going to pay in shipping, or your customer's going to pay in shipping, or whatever, right? Even if your customer pays it, you're paying it when you buy it. So you're going to want to save and become knowledgeable in how to ship, so you can save the most money when it comes to shipping. So if I am shipping something like my handy bottle of Advil that I have here for when I have a headache from working, this fits perfectly in this 4x4 box. That is a lot better than putting it in a really large box and paying when the USPS, everything is now dimensional. So you're going to want it. Dimensional means your height by width by depth. So you're going to want it to be the smallest that it can be to fit and protect your product. I also use this 6x4 box. This 6x4x4, this by far is one of my favorite size boxes that I use the most. You would be amazed what can fit into this. There's so much stuff that fits into that size box. Next, and just in case something's just a little bit longer than 6 inches, I have a 8-inch by 4x4. This is probably my 4th favorite box. My 2nd favorite would be this one, which is an 8x6x4. This one fits almost everything that doesn't go into the 6x4x4 will end up going into this one, because it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit wider. It fits just so much more of an array of things that I need to protect. Next, we have this 9x4x4, which this size box works perfectly for puzzles. And last year, puzzles were so popular that I ordered these size boxes specifically for puzzles, because sometimes puzzles aren't that heavy. Sometimes they are, and they do bump up to first class, but priority, but a lot of times they're not too heavy. Let me just put those down there. So it's nice when you use a brown box like those, can go first class, priority, express, parcel, FedEx, UPS. You're open to a wide range of ways to ship a brown box. Now, if you have a store on eBay, you have something called eBay shipping supplies credit that you get every quarter. See this box? It says eBay on it. Right, there we go, eBay. This is an 8x8x8 box. This is a great size box for those oddball size things that just are a little bit too big to fit in those other boxes. I use that box sometimes, but most of the time I might put like a big plush in it, that's still going to be lightweight to make it go first class. But a lot of times, if it's that big, it's probably heavy where it's going to bump it to priority. And if it's priority, I don't usually use those brown boxes because you can get boxes for free from the USPS. Those boxes all cost money except for the eBay box. If you have a store that is above the starter, so if you are a basic store owner and above, you get every quarter free shipping supplies. So if you go into your eBay seller hub, there is a subscriber discounts link. You click on that and it will bring you to a place that shows you your eBay shipping supplies. If you are not using it, you are throwing free supplies away. Don't throw them away. All right, I want to show you the priority mailboxes that I use the most. First, they're actually, oh, wait a minute. Before I show you that, I forgot. Hold on, one more thing. Poly bags. I got to show you my poly bag. So this is a 12x8 poly bag. This is my #1 size bag that I use for t-shirts, for books, plush. I just put so much in these. These are what I use almost all the time. I would say 80% of my packages go out in this, and only 20% will go out in one of these other boxes. Because most of my stuff is lightweight that I sell. All right, now on to priority mail. So if you go to USPS.com, you can get free shipping supplies. When you log on, create an account, there's a box that will say shipping supplies. Click on the one that says free shipping supplies, because there are some shipping supplies that you have to pay for because it comes prepaid with prepaid postage. You don't want that. So this is a flat rate envelope. I use this for, let's say if I have maybe a book or something that's a heavy and the person wants it quicker than media mail, I will put it in here. There are jeans. Some jeans will fit in this. There's also a legal size, which is I think maybe 2 inches longer, and a pair of jeans fits better in the legal size than it does in this. So a flat rate envelope is pretty good. I don't know how much it is. I think it's like $7.40 or something to ship right now. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. But it's nice. You pay a flat rate. It's not based upon the size, the weight, where it's going, where all your other items that you ship outside of flat rate is all based upon the size, the weight, and where it's going. Flat rate does not. If you're using any of these flat rate items, you must put flat rate postage on it. You cannot weigh this and send it as first class. You will get a bill in the mail. Well, you'll get it through eBay. So that's this envelope. Next is, oh, hold on. Hold on, I didn't grab one. I have all my stuff right here next to my desk. All right, next is this flat rate envelope, but it is padded. It has padding in it. This one is like, I don't know. I was going to say this is probably my most used priority mail item, which it probably is. I would say it probably is my most used. This also holds a pair of jeans really well. Most jeans are over 16 ounces. And on eBay, everything that's under 15.9 ounces can go first class. If it is above that, it has to go priority or UPS or FedEx or whatever. So this one is great. It's $8. You get a discount if you ship your postage through eBay, which we'll talk about later because that is another number on our list. So this is the priority mail envelope, $8 to ship that. I love that. I use it for, there are things that are, I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to think of, that are just heavy. And if you were to pay and put them in my next item, which is a poly mailer, if you were to put them in one of this, it would cost a lot more than $8. So that one, I will roll up a sweatshirt and I will shove it in there and try and fit it as best I can to save that extra money. So next are these are poly mailers. These are just called the mailing envelope. I probably should give you the numbers. I probably will do that in my other video. But this is just a mailer, Tyvek, they call them a Tyvek mailer. And I'll put other things in here that don't fit into the flat rate envelope. We'll go into here. This is based upon weight, the size of this envelope. So you put the size in, which is 15 by 11, and then the weight, and then where it's going. So if it's close to you, it's going to be cheaper than if you're sending it far across the country. Plus, all of these priority mail things you can use international also, but international goes up to 4 pounds is first class. So you would not want to use one of these unless it's over 4 pounds, or they're paying for priority mail. All right, next is this is called the shoebox. I love this one. I use this one often also. I'm going to just show you. See the size? It's like shaped like a shoebox. I will use this and put, oh my gosh, so many different sizes, not just shoes, but I use this one a lot. This is probably my second favorite priority mail item. This is the 7 by 7 by 6 box. Perfect. It's small, but your items that are just barely they hit that pound, they don't fit into the first class because they've gone over 16 ounces. Once they hit that pound weight, then they have to go priority. And this is a perfect box for so many items that I sell. Great, great box. I just found that flat rate padded. I guess I did pull one out. All right, next is this box, which is a shirt box. This one is this is called the 1092. This is a 13 by 12 box. This is perfect for shirts, sweatshirts, that kind of stuff, puzzles. A lot of games can still fit into this. I like this one a lot. I use this one. I use this one a lot. It's not as wide. Let me see if I put it together. See how wide it is? I'm going to show you another one that's wider. So if it's not a very wide item, then I'll use this one. Now there's something else you can do with this. So let's say it's a thin item, but it's taller than this box. You can put 2 boxes together and just tape them. It's called Frankenboxing. And send it off. All of these boxes that I'm showing you, except for those envelopes, these are all based upon weight. So these are not flat rate. These are based upon weight and size and where it's going is how you pay. Next is this one, which is similar to that one. It's a rectangle, but it's a little bit bigger. And let's see, it's a little bit wider. Or I guess depth maybe? No, not wider, but just a little bit wider. So if it's a little bit of a bigger box, most game boxes fit in this box. They do have, and I didn't pull any of them out because I don't use them. They do have a flat rate box for games. It is large, it's long. You know, your Monopoly game will fit in it, that kind of stuff. But it is a lot more expensive than paying for it by weight and size. It's easier because you throw your game in and you tap your label on it, but you can use a box like this. And sometimes if your game is this much too big, I'll take another box and cut it and just tape it and put it on the top of it. It is so simple. I'll get into that, the tools I use for that, under my bonus after I'm done my 10 items. Lastly, there is a box I have. It's actually right there. It's blocking the sun, so I'm not going to pull it out, but it's a 12 by 12 by 8 box. It is the biggest box that they have that's a square. That is a fabulous box, and I use that for so many breakables. If I'm selling plates and bowls and cups and all that kind of stuff, more than one of them, those boxes are amazing. I love those boxes, and I use quite a few of those, actually cases of them. So that's what's nice about the USPS. When you go onto their website, you can order one of something, or you can order 200 of something, maybe even more, as many as you want, as many as you need. Order them and have them. I highly suggest ordering at least one of every size so you have it on hand. Just remember, if it says flat rate, medium flat rate, large flat rate, regional A, regional B, all those are flat rate boxes, and you must pay the flat rate. Most of the time, not all, but most of the time, it's cheaper to not use a flat rate box. I like the envelopes. They're almost always cheaper to use a flat rate envelope if it's over £1 than using a normal envelope and paying for weight and size and all that. But just check them all out. Check out the prices. You can go and on eBay, you can put in the different sizes and weights and see which one is the best for you when you go to ship. All right. Oh, also under shipping supplies, hold on, is tape. So when you have a box, you got to tape your box together. So you're going to want to buy some tape. I have clear tape that I use for when I sell on anything other than eBay. Then I will use clear tape to tape my box together. If I'm selling on eBay, I use this eBay tape because, again, if you have a store, you get that coupon. This is one of the things that you can get for free is eBay tape. So I will buy tape and use the eBay tape because it doesn't cost me a penny for me to have it. And that's what I use my coupon on, is tape. Well, and boxes and envelopes, but mostly the tape. I love the tape. All right, next is, that was number 8. Number 9. All right, so you've sold it, you've boxed it. What do you need to do next? You need to weigh it. You will need a scale. I like this one. It's run on batteries. I keep it right here on my desk. Just turn it on when I need it. I can take it and put it on the floor if it's a really big box and I have to, weigh it on the floor versus the desk. You need a scale. You need to know how much your items weigh. Now, I am saying that this is number 9. And I'm saying it after you've boxed up something, but really it should be something when you go to list your item. When you first start out, you should weigh your item. You should put it into a box, weigh it to know how much to charge your customer. When you go if you do free shipping and you put in free shipping is not free. It's free to your buyer, but it's not free to you. So if you're going to do free shipping and it's going to cost you $8 to ship it, then you need to add the $8 into the price of your item. Or I'd say start off with calculated shipping. When you first start off, that's the best way to learn your shipping. Do not do free shipping. Start off with calculated shipping, but know how much your item weighs with it boxed up, ready to go. Doesn't need to stay in the box. Just put it in the box. Sometimes I'll take the item, I'll put it on my scale, I'll put the box on top, and then I'll just add a few ounces for bubble wrap or wrapping or whatever, unless it's something I know I have to wrap a lot of. I'll just do that, and I'll say, okay, that weighs 2 pounds, 4 ounces, and that's what I'll put in my listing, 2 pounds and 4 ounces. And then it's an 8 by 8 by 8 box. I'll put that in. It's important that you have that information in there. You do not want to go to ship your item to a customer. I am in New York. If I had a customer in California, I don't want to be surprised and find out something costs $24 to ship it and I did not put the stuff in correctly, I guessed, and now I'm losing money and I'll have to cancel it. And on eBay, when you cancel it, you get a defect. Nobody wants a defect, especially when you're first starting out. All right. Important, get a scale. You can buy them at Walmart, Amazon, eBay. They're all over the place. Get a scale. If you're selling a few items and they're small, if you have a food scale at your house, you could use a food scale. If you have a scale that you weigh yourself on, I don't know how accurate those are. I wouldn't suggest using one of those. But this one that I got, I think I paid 20 bucks for it. It's not that expensive, but it's something that you definitely want to have. The only other way around this is to ship everything with a flat rate because it doesn't matter what the weight is. Unless you're like, some of them have limits like 50 pounds or something. But if you're just going to throw a pair of jeans in or something like that, and if you just did the flat rate envelopes, that's great. You could do that. But sometimes if it's a first class item, then you're going to be charging your customer way too much, or you're spending way too much sending it in a flat rate when it could go first class. Get a scale. It's so important. All right. After you have a scale, you're going to need to print your postage. That's number 10. Number 10. We're on number 10. We have some bonuses after this one. Number 10, a printer. So now that you have sold your item, you got your customer stuff, you put in your weight, you boxed it all up. Now you need to ship it. Don't go to the post office and pay for postage at the post office. You will pay so much more money. Go to USPS.com, put in the address where you are, your zip code, put in a zip code far from you. Like here in New York, I put in 90210 because that's the one we all remember if you grew up in the 80s. I'll put in 90210 and I'll put in the package weight and size and I'll see how much it's going to say. It might tell me $14 to ship, but then it will say at the counter. Then it says an online price of $12. I'm guessing at these numbers, but it'll say an online price, which is cheaper. If you purchase your shipping through eBay, you'll get it even cheaper. So if you're going to the post office paying $14, you might be paying $10 by going through eBay. It is a tremendous savings, and as you sell more and more, it will add up. Invest into a printer. It does not have to be a fabulous printer. I have a label printer here. You do not need to use a label printer. You can have just a generic inkjet. Check Facebook Marketplace. They just had some at Walmart on sale for $24. They're not that expensive, but you could probably find one for free or very cheap on Craigslist, OfferUp, all those type of places. Get a printer. It is going to be a huge savings for you over time if you have a printer. All right, so let's say you don't have a printer. You can't find one. You're not going to be able to get one. You just sold something and you're like, but I don't have a printer. What am I going to do? eBay has a new thing called a QR code. So if you're a hobby seller and you're only going to sell something here and there, and you're not worried about spending the money on a printer because you're not going to be sending out 100 packages a month, you're going to sell maybe 2 items a month, then you can do something on eBay called the QR code. Instead of buying instead of printing your postage, what you will do is there's a button that you can click on that screen that says you want a QR code. You will get a QR code on your phone. You must have a smartphone. You will then take that QR code to the post office with your package. They will scan that code and it will print your label for you at the discounted rate. Isn't that awesome? Now that does require you to make a trip to the post office. So if you print your postage at home, you can schedule a post office to come and pick it up at your house. You just leave it at your front porch or in your mailbox or wherever, and they will actually come and pick it up from you. You don't have to go to the post office. That is a great alternative for somebody who works full time and is not able to make it to the post office during post office hours. Those are the 10 items that I think that you need when you first start selling on eBay. I'm going to give you some bonus tips and bonus items. One, a Scotty peeler. If you are shopping at a thrift store or any place that puts stickers on items, you will love this. It is called a Scotty peeler. You can buy them at Staples. You can also buy them on eBay. They're really inexpensive, like $3 or something. I don't remember how much I paid for it. A lot of times they come in packs of like 3 or 10 or whatever. But you use this and it helps you peel the sticker off from your items. It works so much better than your fingernails because your fingers will get tired trying to pick at a sticker, right? So then once you remove that sticker, you're going to want something to take away the sticker residue. There's always that bit of sticker that's left behind. I use Goo Gone. There are other products that people use. I know some people who use lighter fluid. I used to use this product called Liftoff. I'm not as much of a fan of that as I am of this. So you're going to want something to take off this. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. Bottle just like this at the Dollar Tree. Really, really cheap. Also, the Dollar Tree has envelopes and stuff like that. So if you're not going to be using a lot of envelopes or you're just selling things here and there, small amount, Dollar Tree and Walmart will have some shipping supplies for you that you can get that are inexpensive. All right, if you're selling clothing, you're going to want an iron or a steamer or something to take the wrinkles out before you take a picture of the product because it just doesn't look good and it won't sell as fast if you have wrinkled clothes. Trust me, I need to pull some clothes out and retake pictures and iron them because there's some wrinkles in some of them that I was lazy when I first did it. And I haven't taken the time to go back and it still hasn't sold yet. I know once I take those wrinkles out, it'll make a world of difference in the presentation and selling it. Plus, who wants to buy a shirt if they know it wrinkles so easily? So I'll take the irons out. All right, cleaning supplies. So if you are going to be selling shoes, then you might want something that's going to clean the shoes. There are a ton of videos here on YouTube about cleaning shoes, restoring things like that. Google it. I don't do any of that stuff, but I do know there's videos out there. I keep like Lysol wipes, a bottle of that. Actually, can you? Yeah, see right here, right there. I think it's Walmart brand of Lysol wipes. I keep it right next to my photo thing because if I'm going to sell something, it might just have a little bit of soil that I'll just use that to wipe it down, and that pretty much works for me. So you're going to want things to clean. If you're selling electronics or things like that, then you might need stuff to test it. So make sure you have an outlet nearby. If you're selling video games, you might want to have the video game system to test the video game. Because I didn't realize it, but sometimes video games stop working. All right, the other bonus is inventory. What are you going to do with your inventory after you list it? I highly suggest getting totes, banker boxes, something. If you're selling clothing, you could get those clothes racks, things like that, depending on how many you're selling. I have 1,700 items listed, so I have, I don't know, probably 100 totes over here that have stuff in it. And when I list it, I put it into a tote, and when it sells, I know exactly what tote to go and get it from. When you go to list, there's a thing called a custom SKU on your listing screen, and I put it's in tote C4, so I know exactly where to go and get it. Again, it's one of those things like I was saying earlier with a banking account that you might not need it now, but if you set yourself up for success at the beginning, it makes a world of difference as you grow and get bigger. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it helps you out. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that button. If you found this helpful, hit that thumbs up. And come back for more. I will be putting out a video on shipping soon. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I lost my train of thought because my phone just tweeted me. I got a text. I guess that is it. All right. Good luck. If there is something, if you are an experienced eBayer and you watch this video and there's something I forgot, please leave a note down below in the comments. And if you are new to eBay, please read the comments because there might be something down there that you will find helpful that will help you out, as well as a link to my Discord group, which join the Discord group. There's great information that is shared on that, and you can feel free to ask questions and all the members can jump on and help answer it. All right, that's all I got for you today. Good luck with your eBay career, and I wish you much success. Thanks for watching.